Nuggets are in. We predicted that they would sweep the Lakers. Or I did, at least. Did you predict they'd sweep the Lakers?
I thought the Lakers would win one, I think. Pretty sure. I think we both said one. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, when the Nuggets won the first two games... No, I think the last time we did this podcast, they were up 3-0. I was like, there's a strong chance they could sweep them in LA.
Yeah, and they did.
I lied. I said they would lose one and get the Game 5 win in Denver so they could celebrate it there. Apparently that did not happen.
Danny just lied on TV?
I did. Well, my memory sucks too.
Yeah, we're old.
But now we're still waiting on the Heat and Celtics. Celtics 2-game win streak. I think they believe...
They got momentum. This is what sucks. I thought the Heat were going to be able to win at home, sweep, Cinderella story. They're beat up. They're hurt. A lot of their players were already hurt. Their guard just went down too in that last game. It's 3-2. Celtics could win this Game 6 and make it a Game 7 at home. Mm-hmm. They could win. Boston is hot. They have the momentum, and Miami's beat up.
Well, today, at the point of this recording, because the game's on today, so when this gets released, the game would have already passed. But either way, they're playing in Miami, Game 6, and that is a must-win for the Celtics, so they could win Game 7 back at home.
Well, I mean, every game's a must-win after a certain point. After Game 4, everything's a must-win. But for the Celtics, I'm telling you right now, if the Celtics win this game, they're going to win the series. They're not going to lose at home with this kind of momentum, history on their side, saying no team has come back from 0-3 and win it, But Jimmy Butler is probably, at this point, his name is Jansport because he's just carrying the whole team, man. It's just not even, he's getting worn down. I mean, he's been playing 100%, high octane this whole playoffs. He needs help. He needs someone to step up.
They definitely got some shooters out there. I think they need a little bit more help defensively.
One of the Butlerettes need to come up. If it's Kevin Love or someone else, or if it's a bench player, someone needs to help him out.
But yeah, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
I'm gonna say Miami wins. I think Jimmy's just he's gonna leave it all out on the court today. He's just gonna play. He's gonna leave it all out where he's not gonna probably have any energy left for the last game. He knows if the Heat don't win this game, they could lose the series. So he's going to come out punching.
Absolutely. They should have won already when you're up 3-0. Okay, you lose one in Boston. Okay, but you have to go, take it all the way home. But okay,
it's hard. It's hard. First of all, Miami's not even supposed to be here, right? On paper, they're the worst. They're the worst team right now because their regular starters aren't playing. They're not in there. They're hurt. They're on the bench. You see during the game, they're wearing civilian clothes. They're in trouble. I'm telling you right now, they lose tonight, they're done. They're done. Full haul. Trade Jimmy. Trade him to the Suns.
Trade Jimmy Butler to the Suns.
Jimmy, come to Phoenix. You'll love it here. We'll give him DA and Chris Paul. We'll throw in a car.
I don't think they'd give up Jimmy Butler, honestly.
Jimmy's not going anywhere. He's staying
there. The team right now.
And Miami's going to rebuild if they don't win or lose. They're going to have to do something. But if they lose,
well, they got injuries.
Yeah,
that's the excuse. Well, yeah, they'll make some rebuild, but they're going to build a team around Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
But Celtics, if they win it in Miami, I think they could win it all.
Oh, well, not all. I don't think you're stopping the Nuggets.
I meant
the series,
Eastern Conference.
Yeah, they're going to win the Eastern Conference. They win tonight, it's over.
But, all the Heat have to do is win one. Celtics have to win two. It's a long road to win 4 in a row, but they might prove it.
Did you watch the last 2 games?
Yeah. So when the Celtics' first one was just a blowout, so it's like, okay, what happened? Is it because of the injuries the Heat are dealing with right now?
Second game was closer. Or the last game that they played was closer. But to your point, I don't know, man. That's in the past. You got to worry about today. Handle your business today. Can Miami win? Do you think they're going to win?
What? I mean, it's a reflection on coaching. Like, we have to do something different.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's on the players. I hate that when the whole coaching thing. I hate when they blame it. They're always going to blame the coach. We talk about
You're
this.
so right about it. Yeah, they blame the coach 100% of the time. Like, oh, it was bad coaching, that's why they lost. But when they start winning, they praise the players. They don't praise the coaching.
The players are off. They were off last game, big time. And then you're gonna say it's the coach's fault because your star players missing shots. It's not fair. That's I hate that when they blame the coaches. That like Monty should he have been fired? I don't know.
I mean, I still disagree with that. But to this, whomever wins in the Eastern Conference, it has to go up against a well-rested Nuggets team.
Well, a well-rested Nuggets team who believe. They believe. I'm picking. I'm with the Heat go. I'm picking the Heat, of course, because I'm a big Jimmy Buckets fan. Celtics go. I want the Nuggets to sweep them. I hate Boston. I've always hated them since the Bird Magic days.
Really?
Yeah, I just did. Just when I was a kid, I used to watch. I was at the tail end of that rivalry. But it's still extended, those old rivalries extended to Kobe. Watching Kobe play against, Boston's big three with Kevin Garnett and those guys. Although it was only a couple seasons, but that was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Allen.
So if we're talking about the finals, I think it's going to be the Nuggets. I don't know what game yet. I might say Game 5.
I think Nuggets win it all. I'd rather see Miami win, but...
What game?
How many games?
Yeah, for the finals. So if you think it's Miami versus Nuggets,
7.
Game 7.
Let's go 7 games. No, this is the last series. Let's just go 7 games. Let's go big. I don't want to see a sweep if it's the Heat. If the Heat lose in 7, I'm good with that. But the Celtics go, I want to see a sweep.
Okay. Sweep. I say Game 5. You say sweep. No, but either way, we believe the Nuggets.
Nuggets are just so much stronger right now.
And rested.
You got to give Joker his props. This is his coming out party.
I mean, okay, so Game 1 is June 1st. That's not long. So whomever wins the Eastern Conference, they're going to go in pretty beat up. They're not healed up.
They're going 2 games later, yeah, because if it goes 7, I think it's on the 29th.
Yeah, if it goes 7th, then you just have, 3 days of rest?
Yeah, 3 days of rest, and then one of us travel because they're traveling to Denver. I just think Denver's going to win it. I'd love to see the Heat win, but they might not even get to the final.
Well, Denver's never won it, so it's like,
which is cool. I don't think they've never been in it either. So it's good for them. That's one thing they can say on the Suns is, hey, we won before you did.
Ooh, yeah, because the Suns been there 3 times and didn't win?
Yep.
All right, so anything else on the finals before we go to the next topic?
Let's go to the next topic.
Which is possible head coach for the Phoenix Suns. We looked at this list by ESPN. Nick Nurse, Doc Rivers, Kevin Young, or Jordi Fernandez.
None.
You want none of them?
I don't.
Really? None of those guys?
Who do you like? And I'll talk after you.
Nick Nurse or Doc Rivers, if that's my choices.
Well, Doc can't get it done if we're talking about coaching, right?
Well, how many times has he been to the finals?
I
will look that up for you.
He's been to the finals a couple times as far as like Eastern or Western Conference finals, and he's given up 3-1, 3-2 leads and not get to the final. So Nick Nurse would probably be my first choice, but what about the coach of the Bucks? Is he already going somewhere else?
Keep talking because I'm fine. I see that he's been in 2 of them, but did he win those?
2008, I think he won with Boston, right?
2008 and then 2010. Wow, that's 2 years ago.
Was he the coach in 2008? I think he was. Pull up, see what his stats are. Nick Nurse won with Toronto, right? Just a couple seasons ago.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like he was...
NBA championships at the 2008.
Eastern Conference 2 years later.
Boston, you're right.
So he has 1 ring. I don't know. I wouldn't mind Doc Rivers, to be honest. I don't want a young Kevin Young or Jordi Fernandez when you don't have a young team.
Doc Rivers' experience. He hasn't won one over a decade, but he has a championship win, and he gets to the playoffs. He was just over 500 in playoff wins.
He has a resume, so
So he has the resume. He's established veteran coach. But do you want a veteran coach, or do you just say, hey, let's start fresh with a young coach who has potential?
why aren't you talking to Kevin Darn? I'm sorry, your two starters, right? Mm-hmm. Durant and Booker should be asked those questions like, hey, who do you think you mesh with? Do you have a relationship with any of these coaches? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Because you can't hire someone and find out Durant's doesn't like Kevin Young.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Young's already in the system. Is he bringing the same system, or does he have something completely different?
I mean, you'd hope he has something different, at least different rotation-wise, how he utilizes players. But, yeah, I mean, he was just under Monty Williams, so it's what he knows right now.
Does he have the backing of Booker? Is Booker going to sign off and say, yeah, dude, that's a great, let's promote him, let's do it? Or is he going to say, he's the same thing as Monty?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Jordy Fernandez, we're going to get an assistant from Sacramento that we don't know anything about, you know, that the players don't? Like, I don't know. I don't think this is the team that you can take any chances and hire a young coach, kind of like the Cardinals did. Hire this young coach, see if we can run his system and find out that we can't win any games with him.
I mean, Suns want to win the championship now.
They have to.
They're not thinking about rebuilding a team. They're thinking about, we want to win next year. So if you have that mentality, I'd probably go with Doc Rivers then. Like, we have to win immediately. Or Nick Nurse, right? This is the coach that can help us win right away. Not we're rebuilding, we're meshing, and then we're going to become a dynasty. It's we need to win now.
I think Nick Nurse, though, the thing is you had 1 year Kawhi. Kawhi came in and was the best player in the NBA that year. So he kind of like lucked out, got this guy, came in, crushed it, and after that, didn't really do much after that. Mm-hmm. You don't hear anything about Toronto. As soon as Kawhi left, they did nothing after or before. It was just that one magical year. That's it. That's a unicorn year. Doc, I'd rather go with Doc. He's probably more well-respected. But again, you need Durant and Booker to sign off on this. You know?
Yeah. I mean, do they have a good relationship with him? I mean,
yeah.
He's a well-known coach, so I would assume that they know.
They probably do. But you got to look at it, too. You can't get a young coach and how much leash are you going to give him? How much leeway? Because in the reality is you have no first-round draft picks till 2042. Not really, but that's how it feels like, right? It's just you don't have no picks for the rest of the 2020s, I think. It's just so crazy. Like, you have to win now. You know, those picks don't mean anything as long as you're winning. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're losing, oh, my gosh. God save the queen if we have a lottery pick and we give that to someone else. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you have to win now. It goes from coaching to the players.
So, like Kevin Young, who they already know, but is he the guy who can win next year? We're not saying let's get to the playoffs. We are a playoff team.
They are a playoff team, yeah.
We have to get to the championship and win it. Is Kevin Young the answer?
Someone's got to sign off on him. Someone's got to say, and I wouldn't mind if they took a chance on him as long as, like, there's a reason. Hey, he's in the running because of X, Y, and Z. He's proven to do this, that, and everything else. Or are you just saying, hey, we need to save money? Let's get an assistant coach that will take a lot less than these other coaches because they want their chance.
I thought Ishbia wasn't worried about money.
No, he's not worried about money. So why don't you go straight for Doc or even the coach in Milwaukee? I don't understand why he's not on our list.
That's true, right?
Yeah,
unless he just recently won 2 years ago.
Yeah,
against the Suns.
Unless he's going to Philly, that's another good job.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Unless he has that lined up, right? Any more on the head coach?
No, that's it. Let's just go ahead and sign Doc Rivers. It's going to happen soon. Oh, real quick, they were talking about Luau Deng or what? Ty Lue. They're talking about Ty Lue.
I'll look him up.
They would have to wait for Ty Lue because I think they're in there right now. Or I don't know. I just think the Suns need to really look at not just all options, but they got to look to see what's going to mesh with their team. They only have a small window. We don't know if we're trading Chris Paul. We don't know if we can unload DeAndre Ayton. Like, they got to figure out, is Ty Lue going to be the guy? You know?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to find out. Ty Lue I think he'd be a good fit here in Phoenix. I would sign off on Ty Lue over any of those other guys. But we'll see. I would ask people to leave a comment and see who do you want as a coach. Why is Kevin Young in the running? What's the pros and cons on Kevin Young? Does he run something different or not? So
I'm just gonna pull up this picture. I was looking for a decent picture of Ty Lue, but I mean, he was the head coach of the Clippers.
yeah,
I mean, losing the first round like that against the Suns, but I mean, maybe Booker and Durant have respect for him.
yeah, he's pricier than the other assistants, but I say give him a shot. I would rather have Ty Lue than anyone else. It depends on the players. Like, if they're going to sign off on him, they have a relationship, and they're saying, "Hey, let's get Ty." Listen to the players. You know, you guys you have no time to sit and wait. And what if someone else scoops him up because you're taking your time? Philly can scoop him up. You know, Philly's a good job. So.
Thanks for watching our clip. If you want to see more clips like this and you like our views, like the show, click here for some more clips. If you want to hear the whole podcast, watch the whole podcast, click here for the whole podcast. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll get back to you. Thank you, and have a great day.